All right, let's just dive right in. Today, we're talking about something pretty uncomfortable, if you're being honest. We're talking about the mechanics of respect. And this isn't about being nice or trying to get people to like you. Nope. This is about understanding the raw, unspoken rules of human value and how you can finally start commanding your worth in every single room you walk into. Let that sink in for a second. This is a brutal truth, but it's the only place we can start. If you feel like the world is treating you like a discount item, it's because you, through 1,000 little signals you don't even know you're sending, have slapped that price tag on yourself. So, I gotta ask, does any of this sound familiar? I mean, really think about it. When people constantly talk over you, when they bail on plans like it's no big deal, or when they treat your boundaries like they're just suggestions, that's not just bad luck. That is a direct signal that they see your time, your presence, and your word as having very little value. So how do we fix this? Well, to change that perception, we have to get our heads around a fundamental law of the universe. It applies to your personality just as much as it applies to gold or diamonds. It's called the scarcity principle. And this, my friend, is where we start rebuilding your value from the ground up. This slide right here, it just nails the core of the problem. See, a lot of us spend our lives trying to be like water. We try to be useful, accommodating, absolutely essential. But what's the value of water? It's everywhere, right? So it's basically free. A diamond, on the other hand, it has almost zero practical use. You can't drink it. But because it's rare, it's priceless. To get respect, you have to flip the script. Stop being the abundant water and start becoming the rare diamond. And here's where it gets a little dark, but you have to understand this. Human nature is, it's predatory. When you're constantly available, always giving, always saying yes, people don't see generosity. They see desperation. It just screams that you have no other options. And in the social marketplace, that makes you the bargain bin choice. They'll happily take what you're giving away for free, and then they'll just walk away. Okay, so phase 1. The first step here isn't about adding anything new. Nope. It's about plugging the holes in your own ship. We have to stop the behaviors that are actively, right now, draining your perceived worth. This is all about defense. Think about it. Most of us, we live with this open door policy. You reply to texts instantly. You pick up calls on the first ring. It screams, whatever I'm doing isn't important, you are. Starting today, that door is closed. It's locked. You need to create a delay. Let them wait. It's in that silence, in that gap, that your value gets manufactured. It forces them to wonder, what are they doing that's more important than me? And this just nails the idea of verbal scarcity. If you're constantly talking, always oversharing, filling every bit of silence with nervous chatter, your words become cheap. They lose their power. From this moment on, you gotta make your words count. When you speak, it should be a deliberate, impactful event that makes people literally lean in to hear what you have to say. Okay, here's a super practical, powerful technique you can use tomorrow. The next time someone tries to belittle you with a joke, don't laugh along, don't get angry, just do this. Stop whatever you're doing, turn, face them, and give them 4 seconds of deadpan, silent eye contact. Just watch what happens. The awkwardness suddenly becomes their problem, not yours. You've just asserted total dominance without saying a single word. Let me ask you something. Are you the person everyone just dumps their problems on? You listen for hours, you soak up all their drama, thinking you're being a good friend? But if it's always a one-way street, you're not a friend. You're just being used as their emotional tampon. You have to stop being a dumping ground. Your mind is a sanctuary, not a landfill for someone else's garbage. Okay, listen up because this is a game changer. Your language, it literally shapes your reality. So stop apologizing for just existing. Every time you say sorry when you don't need to, you're admitting guilt and lowering your own status. Instead of sorry I'm late, which puts you on the back foot, try thank you for waiting. Boom, you've just reframed the entire interaction from a position of weakness to one of command. All right, you've plugged the leaks, you've stopped bleeding value. Awesome. Now we go on the offensive. This phase is all about proactively manufacturing desire and making other people compete for even a moment of your time. This is a fundamental, almost primal law of human nature. People want what other people want. It's that simple. Your value absolutely skyrockets the moment you seem desired by others. So you can never let anyone, not a boss, not a partner, not a friend, think they have 100% of you locked down. You have to subtly let them know you have options. Make them feel like they have to compete or they risk losing you. This is all about flipping the entire investment dynamic on its head. Stop being the one doing all the work, all the giving. It's a weird psychological trigger, but when someone does a favor for you, their brain justifies it by deciding they must like and value you. So the more you let others invest their time, their energy, their resources in you, the more you become this prize that they are terrified to lose. You know, humans are pattern recognition machines. We can't help it. And the second someone can predict your every move, they've solved you. And once you're solved, you're boring. So you have to break their patterns. If you're always free on Friday night, just disappear one week. No explanation needed. It short-circuits their brain's expectations and forces them to think about you constantly. Man, this quote says it all, doesn't it? Truly high-value people, they say no to almost everything. Why? Because it protects their most valuable asset, their time. It creates this air of exclusivity. So when you finally do say yes, it feels like a gift. And remember, when you say no, never over-explain. That doesn't work for me. That's a complete sentence. Okay, so now we get to the final and honestly the most important phase of all. Everything we've talked about so far, the behaviors, the tactics, they're useless if it's all just an act. They're temporary fixes. For real, permanent change, we have to go deeper. This is about rewiring the very foundation of how you see yourself in the world. Look at this slide. In every single interaction, there's a chaser and there's a prize. You have likely spent most of your life as the chaser. This right here is the fundamental shift you have to make. Stop trying to win their approval and start evaluating if they are worthy of your time. The question is no longer, do they like me? The only question that matters now is, do I like them? This is the core of real power. Think about it. A person without a purpose is just adrift. They're waiting for someone else to give them direction. But a high-value person, they're anchored by their own mission. Your business, your art, your gym routine, your self-development, this becomes your obsession. When you are driven by your own purpose, you become truly formidable because everyone can sense that your validation comes from inside you, not from them. So these three pillars right here, this is the bedrock. This is the foundation of a truly unshakable inner frame. First, self-containment. You have to be genuinely happy in your own solitude. That makes you invincible. Second, detachment. You must be willing to walk away from any person at any time who disrespects you. And third, self-closure. You have to stop chasing people for answers. Their disrespect is the answer. It's all you need. And this is it. This is the ultimate source of all social leverage. Your power comes from a genuine, deep-down willingness to walk away from anyone or anything that does not meet your standards. The moment people sense you are not afraid to lose them is the exact moment they begin to fear losing you. And trust me, they will work twice as hard to keep that from happening. And let's be crystal clear about something. This is not about learning a few clever tricks. This is about killing the part of you that begs for approval and giving birth to the part of you that commands respect. It requires discipline. It requires a commitment to shedding that old, cheap version of yourself for good. So as we wrap this up, it's time for some brutal honesty with yourself. Look back at everything we just covered. Which one of these cheap behaviors is your biggest weakness? Is it the constant apologizing? The instant text replies? Are you someone's emotional dumping ground? I want you to pinpoint it right now. And now for the only question that actually matters. You know your weakness. So what is the single concrete action you are going to take tomorrow to kill it? Are you going to let that text sit unread for an hour? Are you finally going to say no to that favor without making up a long excuse? Are you going to walk away from that situation that's been draining you? Decide right now. Because your new life, it doesn't start with a wish. It starts with a decision.